You are not just yourself. You are someone else. Imagine growing up with that idea. Imagine looking in a mirror and not knowing who you truly are. This created something powerful inside him: confusion, fear, and a deep sense of identity. Dalí later said that this belief affected him deeply. It made him feel like he was living two lives: one life as himself, and one life as someone he never knew. Now listen carefully. This was not just a childhood experience. It became part of his mind. As a child, Dalí was not like others. He was sensitive. He was emotional. He was different. He had strong imagination. He saw things in unusual ways. While other children played normally, Dalí's mind was full of strange ideas, dreamlike thoughts, unreal images, creative visions. Sometimes, he would have intense emotions. He would feel deeply. He would react strongly. And people around him noticed this. They saw that he was not ordinary. Now there is another important part of his childhood. His father was strict, very strict. He believed in discipline. He wanted Dalí to be controlled. But Dalí was not someone who liked control. He wanted freedom. He wanted to express himself. This created tension, a conflict between authority and creativity. Now his mother was different. She supported him. She believed in his talent. She encouraged his artistic side. And this support became very important because it gave Dalí confidence. At a very young age, he started drawing. Simple sketches at first. But soon, his talent became clear. He didn't draw like a normal child. He added imagination. He added emotion. He added something unique. Now listen carefully. Dalí was not just learning art. He was expressing his mind. Every drawing, every sketch was a reflection of how he saw the world. And his world was not normal. It was strange, dreamlike, different. This is where everything began, not in fame, not in success, but in a confused, emotional, imaginative child. Now imagine this, a boy growing up, believing he is someone else, feeling deeply, seeing the world differently. This is not a normal beginning. But sometimes, greatness does not come from a normal life. It comes from a different mind, a mind that does not follow rules, a mind that sees what others cannot see. And that is exactly what Dalí had, before he became a genius, before he changed the world of art. He was just a child, trying to understand who he really was. And that question, that confusion, that imagination, would later turn into something extraordinary. Chapter 2. The Rebellious Artist. Talent, Ego, and Expulsion. Teenage years. As Salvador Dalí grew older, something inside him became stronger. Not just his talent, but his personality. He was no longer just a sensitive child. He was becoming bold, different, unpredictable. By his teenage years, Dalí had already shown something rare. His artistic ability was far beyond his age. He could draw with detail, with precision, with emotion. People around him started noticing. They realized this boy was not ordinary. His family also understood this. They wanted him to succeed. So they made an important decision. They sent him to study art in one of the most important cities in Spain, Madrid. This was a big step. Now Dalí was entering a serious world, a world of rules, of discipline, of structured learning. He joined the famous Real Academia de Bellas Artes de San Fernando, one of the top art schools. Now imagine this moment. A young artist, full of talent, full of imagination, entering a system that demands control. At first, everything looked promising. Dalí learned classical techniques. He studied traditional art. He improved his skills. But something inside him was not satisfied. Dalí didn't want to be like other artists. He didn't want to follow rules. He didn't want to copy styles. He wanted to be different. And this is where the conflict began. Dalí started behaving in unusual ways. He dressed differently. He acted differently. He wanted attention, not because he wanted to impress people, but because he wanted to express himself. Now listen carefully. Dalí didn't just want to be an artist. He